T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Everybody! T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Nunchucks. Anyway, now time for the review. Who is that guy anyway? I don't know. Moving on in the Batman vs. TMNT review series. And we are now on, I forgot it's still in the Blu-ray player, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 version. Yeah, so I already started reviewing this. And I had to go back. I already started recording it, I should say, and I decided to restart because I had to watch video information on the movie that I thought was important. So, yeah, Teenage Ninja Turtles. It's a darker, grittier kind of version of the Ninja Turtles, mixing the comic book with the cartoon series. You know, mixing a few things like the cartoon series. In the comics, they all had black and white, or they all had red bandanas, where the cartoon series gave them different distinct colors: red, blue, yellow, and purple. Or red, blue, orange, and purple. My bad. Red, blue, orange, and purple. And so that followed in this. And it was a dark, gritty movie with some comedy like the cartoon. And yeah, all in all, a pretty good movie. I grew up with it. Thought it was thought it was always pretty good. I have no problems with any of the Ninja Turtle movies, unlike the Batman series. Batman series, I never really liked Batman Returns. I always thought, people, they make fun of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but Batman Forever is a good movie. I think Batman and Robin is okay. This Batman Returns has always been the one I had problems with. And that's the next one I'm going to review, so we'll see if that, because I've watched, maybe watched it once or twice all the way through when I was a kid. But I can't get through the whole thing now as an adult. I've tried. I'm going to have to this time for the review. I'm going to buckle through it for you guys, but just never been able to do that. But I have no problems with Ninja Turtles. For me, the only Ninja Turtle movie that I didn't really care for, I thought it was okay, but it didn't bug me like Batman Returns does, it was TMNT from 2007. But because it's not the same, it doesn't follow. I mean, what looks like the thing in the same place they do that they find in 2 and are living in 3, but it seems to follow more of the cartoon at the time. So if you didn't watch the 2003 Ninja Turtle cartoon, you had no idea what's going on. And most people that watched it hadn't watched. They were just fans of the 90s stuff and didn't watch the 2003 cartoon. Well, I used to watch that with my brother. So I knew. And I was watching it by myself too. Because it was Ninja Turtles. Any version of Ninja Turtles, I'll give a watch. Except for Rise of Ninja Turtles. I had my reason. I mean, no offense to anyone working on Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I understand it is a predominantly African-American cast, but regardless, April O'Neil should never be African-American. They showed this African-American girl who has dark hair, pigtails, and glasses, and I was like, okay, some new character. I watched the first episode. Hi, April. No. That's not April. She could be Irma. I would have, been okay. Irma. Fine, you're not African American Irma. Not April. She has been always a Caucasian woman in every cartoon adaptation. Why would you change her? Now, I know that there are some comics where she was African American. That's fine. But at least make her look April-ish. And not this geeky little girl with glasses and pigtails. Again, I mean, no offense. It irks me, and that's why I don't watch it. And I'm not the only one who's like this. Okay, I showed it to my son. He's like, that's not April. 8-year-old kid. 7 at the time, but 7 and 8-year-old kid. That's not April. See? That's why I refuse to watch that show. I've had it on. No sound. Not paying attention. Just something to have in the background while I'm playing video games or something. Watch something on YouTube, but I don't ever actually watch it. Because I'll just have it on the Nicktoons channel to watch stuff in the background. I still watch Fairly Odd Parents, alright? I love that show. Anyway, enough of my complaining about Rise of the Teenage Ninja Turtles. I've liked every incarnation of Ninja Turtle on TV and movies, except for that version. So I never had any problems with it. It's just Batman Returns that I had problems with. But let's get to the movie now. The movie opens up with an overview of New York City, which I like. Especially when you have a Blu-ray that fits the entire screen, baby. You know that's my thing. I want a Blu-ray fits the entire screen. The movie fits the entire screen. And I love that. So yeah, the overview, and you got April narrating over everything. And, she's basically exposition. I'm talking about the recent crime wave sweeping through New York City, and then you see Danny, who's sort of a main character. He's one of the major characters, at least, and he's walking through, and you see people, the Foot Clan stealing stuff, and he's handing money to Shredder, and you see Shredder's hand come out, and you're like, oh, the Shredder. You know, it's a kid like, ooh, the Shredder, He's involved, he's there, and then you got, she's reporting on this, and the Shredder wants to keep it shush, so he sends the Foot Clan to dispose of her, but the Ninja Turtles swoop in under the guise of darkness and beat them up. Okay, I want to get this up my chest before I forget it. The Ninja Turtles are puppets, essentially, performed by in-suit performers. The Jim Henson actually did this. I don't remember. Jim Henson shop or something, I don't know. It was the ones that did this. These were the first two. And this was before Jim Henson passed away. He passed away before the second one because it was in memory of at the beginning of the second one. But, yeah. And what I wanted to say is all the in-suit performers also show up out of suit in different roles. There's Leonardo's one is one who talks to April. We've been waiting for you, Miss O'Neill. That's his suit performer. Donatello's is one of the thugs in a scene in the back. Michelangelo's is the pizza delivery guy. Time's up. The pizza delivery guy. And the Raphael's is the guy who's in the cab, who says, what was that? When the guy goes, there's sort of a huge title in a trench coat. It was the guy who said, what was that? Yeah. And a little bonus, of course he's not on there. What was his name? He was Keno in the second one. Ernie Reyes Jr. Ernie Reyes Jr. was actually the stunt double for Donatello in this one. So, the more you know. So there's that. The Ninja Turtles are first shown in this movie. You hear the thing. They're in the sewer. You see the shadows, and then it pops up Ninja Turtles, and then you see them coming down in their suits. You know, it's pretty cool. At least when you're a kid and you used to seeing cartoon all the time, you see the live action, like, yeah, that's cool. You know, and that voice, yeah, that's cool. Hurts my throat doing that one. But yeah, Splinter. Oh, that's another. I should do the casting. Corey Feldman is the voice of Donatello. Brian Toshi is Leonardo. Raymond Serra, who is the voice, who is also Chief Stearns in this movie, live action wise, is the voice of Raphael. And Robbie Rist is the voice of Michelangelo. And okay, you think of Jim Henson's Workshop, you think, you know, the Muppets and Sesame Street. So you know that there's someone from Sesame Street also on here, right? That I know of. This is the only one who works on it that I know of. There might be more, but there is Kevin Clash as the voice of Splinter. And I didn't realize this till when I was older. You know, what other famous puppet Kevin Clash voices? Elmo! That was terrible. Yeah, it's the voice of Elmo. Keats. You know? I like how when he tells the story of the turtles, you know, and how they got their, you know, he was a pet of his master, Hamato Yoshi. And one day, a jealous man by the name of Oroku Saki showed up and struck down Shin, who was Yoshi's wife, and then killed Yoshi. And Splinter, as a regular rat, tried to attack him, and he... Ow! I realized I was so close to my ear. He chopped off Splinter's ear. That hurt. That really hurt. Dude. Keep going. Keep going. So anyway... Where was I again? Right. I thought I was here, and they tell the story, and out of a old Renaissance book that he found, he gives them all names: Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. He tells the story to April when they save her, and then Raphael meets Casey Jones. Raphael goes out to see a movie. Critters, which Critters came out like 2 years before this. Why was it still in theaters? I don't know. But I think it came out in 88, right? I think. I don't have the movies, but I think it came out in 88. I can look that up later, but I believe it came out in 88, and so it was still playing. I understand they filmed it in 89, so maybe it took place in 89, but so then it, you know, probably could be still playing. I don't know. Depending on when it came out. I don't know. But he comes out and Critters looks up and he goes, why do they come up with this stuff? You know, they're swearing. Damn! They just kicked the damn rabbit. Damn. And they're swearing in Batman too, so it's not anything different. The kids here are swearing in the 80s and 90s. But then it gets all... I mean, whereas the Batman series till the third film, you get more child-friendly. You get child-friendly with the second film of the Turtle series. Yeah. But the when did the because they kidnapped. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. And in the second one, they said they can't go back to the sewer den because the Foot Clan knows where the base is, their home is. I'm like, how? I just remembered. They kidnapped Splinter. And then the Turtles fight in April's apartment building. And they beat the hell out of that with Casey Jones. Casey Jones. That was the first exchange between Casey Jones and Raphael, right? You know, Raphael's... It's this same thing with... What was that? Well, I was talking about a huge title in a trench coat. that kind of thing. He's chasing criminals who stole a purse. And they run into Casey Jones, and Casey Jones scares them away. But then Raphael is there. He goes, "Hey there, Bogey." And they fight. His hat comes off. Wait, some kind of punker? I hate punkers. And they bet. A Jose Canseco bet? Tell me you didn't pay money for this. You know? Okay, new sport. Cricket. Cricket? Nobody knows how to play cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. And he hits him and says, that was 6 runs. Damn! Or whatever. Yeah, and then Casey Jones comes to the rescue, and like the phone message when Charles, April's boss, calls to fire her, and he hears it. He's like, I know this comes to I know this may come as a big blow, and then the fire disconnects and lands on the foot soldier. You can say that again, Chuck. You know, and they go to this. Okay, let's talk about this because I thought about this. All right, they go to this house in the middle of nowhere, but it's April's family house. It's in her family. Don't you think that Shredder would have someone who can, you know, look up stuff and find anything tied to O'Neill or Casey, to April or Casey, and figure out, oh, maybe there's a hiding spot? You know, oh, she has a family home up in New Hampshire, or whatever it is, in Jersey, or wherever they go. You know? But no, they stay there. Raph is unconscious for most of the time until he wakes up. Hey, cut it out, will you? You know? I love the exchange. You know, they build Raph and Casey as sort of this buddy-buddy, but then Raph is knocked unconscious for part of the movie, so then Casey and Donatello, get close, and they're calling each other names by the alphabet, while they're trying to fix a car, or a truck, whatever it is. So, they, you know, Raphael wakes up, and Splinter makes contact with them as a spirit, and they know they must go back to New York City. Meanwhile, Danny has snuck in and is talking to Splinter. And he finds out that Splinter can talk. He hears the story, and then he ends up back in the sewer where he meets up with the turtles. And another funny scene. I have some pizza. Hey, Mikey, you want penicillin on your pizza? No. Well, it's in a sewer to begin with. I don't think it's going to stay that fresh. But anyway, you know, from there, I think Danny sneaks back in, and that's where Shredder finds out that he had met up with the turtles. But somehow Danny is still able to get back there with Casey, or he bumps into Casey. Casey, like, tells him he gotta help you get him out. And another great exchange between, they're like, what? You know, he beats, he's fighting Tatsu, and Tatsu's just like whipping his ass or whatever, and he finds the golf club, and he's like, 4! He hits him and knocks him unconscious, and he goes, I'll never call golf a dog game again. And they're like, why are you defending him? And they're like, it's the family. Family? You call this right here? And that down there? Family? So then they pick up Splinter and they walk out. And then it's the final fight. The Turtles fight Shredder up on the roof, and they get their asses kicked. And then Splinter comes in. We have met before in the home of my master, Hamato Yoshi. And then he takes off the mask, revealing that it's Oroku Saki. It's him. Even though. And his face is scarred, but in the second one, like, his face. So it's worse than it was before, because he got scars going, like, across his face. This time I will finish what I started with your ear. And they fight as he runs towards him. And then, like, meanwhile, Casey's getting his garbage truck, and he's lined it up by the stairs, right? And he lunges at him, but earlier he had told the turtles to throw the weapons away, and they do. But Michelangelo's nunchuku, whatever, land on the ladder. So Splinter has them, and he uses them to tangle up the sword. Saki goes over. Shredder goes over, whatever. Shredder goes over into the garbage truck. Whoops! And gets smashed by the garbage truck. And then we have it, the end of the little exchange. We were awesome! You know. But there's an exchange between April and Casey, and they finally kiss after all the sexual tension in the entire movie. The sexual tension in the kids' movie? Yes. They're constantly bickering over each other. Even the point I was watching this, and I was like, would you just fuck already? Pardon my language, if kids are watching this. I have language. I'm just saying. In the middle of watching a movie, I'm like, would you just already? You know, I try to... Come on, language, I'm sorry. But, so there's that case, and he's like, alright, April, alright, Casey. Also, Dan goes back to his dad. And Danny goes back to his dad, and he says it's Dan now. And he's like, Dan, you know, as long as he's safe. He doesn't care that he was part of a gang. Then we get an exchange between sort of the leader of the punks, the gangs, this character, played by Sam Rockwell, in like one of his first film roles, where he's like, when Chief Starnes is asking him what the hell is going on, and he goes, check out the East Warehouse over Laird Island. You get all your answers there. That's actually a nod to Eastman and Laird, who actually created the Ninja Turtles comic book. Or wrote or created whatever Ninja Turtles comic book. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Yeah, I want to get their full names for the review. Yeah. And then we get the thing on the roof, like we were awesome, bodacious. And then Master Splinter's like, I have always liked Cowabunga. I made it funny. Then you get the classic song, which I was dancing to during the credits. Turtle power. Turtle power. Classic song. So anyway, guys, I'm going to give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a... You know what? I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10, too. It's a childhood favorite. 10 out of 10 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on the original 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Cowabunga. Turtle power. Turtle power. Turtle power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.